Rumbleswell, otherwise known as Triple H, owner of Curtis Pro Wrestling, and I'm here alongside So6 Social Club member Clowny J, and we are here to announce that we are going to have some great matches coming up for Curtis Pro Wrestling's Free Match Friday, and those matches include...
We have offerings from both Violence is the Answer and Extreme Behavior coming your way, so make sure you're tuning in every Friday to see these.
With competitors like Tyler Arrow, Mike Forte, Airstrike, The Empire, Gutter Trash, All Ego Ethan Page, Josh Alexander, Sabrina Kyle, the King of the North Carter Mason, and many, many more. And remember, on February 16th, 2020, Courage Pro Wrestling will be holding their second annual Hamilton Heritage Rumble, which will be headlined by a 30-person over-the-top rope Heritage Rumble for the #1 contendership to the Hamilton Heritage Championship, currently held by Eazy-E Eric Kearney. But until then, remember to stay cool, have a happy holidays, and stay sick.
The following match is a tag team match scheduled for football and it is for the CPW Tag Team Championship.
Triple H back at it again with Clowny J and the ageless wonder, Asian Cena. Prince Bobby. Bobby, you've seen these guys at HPW and everywhere else. How do you think they'll fare as a tag team?
As a tag team, these two, as individuals, very talented. As a tag team, I can see them as a force to be reckoned with.
We here in CPW, Clowny J, we had the privileges of calling Tyler Arrow versus The Blade some months ago.
Oh, that is by far, hands down, one of my favorite matches, not only of CPW, but that I've had the privilege of calling here. Now, Poppy, you were in the house to see The Blade versus Tyler Arrow. What were your thoughts coming out of that one?
Wow, very impressive match. Two great performers overall, but it is good to see that Tyler Arrow is stepping up and getting some great competition, such as The Blade.
Now, you want to talk about great competition. You want to talk about great competitors. You want to talk about great overall people. We are talking about the undeniable Matt Grant, the messiah of the face buster, my boy, JT Kirk. We are talking about Empire.
Bobby, if you haven't noticed, someone is an Empire mark.
Oh, I can tell. See, the only Empire that I'm a fan of is Cookie and Lucius Lyon.
Good reference. This team, though, of Kirk and Grant, not only are they brothers, they are a very good tag team. They do function very underhandedly, but very well together. As you've seen, Pop.
Yes, I have. They have the experience over Airstrike, the newly formed tag team here in CPW. However, this will be the first time we get to see how they work as a co-unit.
And we have the members of Airstrike and Empire face to face.
You know, Matt Grant telling Airstrike that, he thinks they are #1.
Yeah, okay. But he used a finger that could also imply something else. But these four individuals, these two teams should be a rocket buster of a match with me, with the sick one, and Mr. Purple Rain. And it's Empire taking it to the newly formed team of Airstrike.
This is experience speaking right here. Airstrike went in to go through the ropes at the bottom, opening themselves up to that attack by Empire.
As you saw the duck under there by Forte, four men are paired off in the other corner. We have Air Fort or Airstrike versus the Empire. Oh, you hear that chop to the chest.
Matt Grant will be feeling that one for a while.
Matt Grant does not have much fat on his body, and nice drop, double drop toe on the reject, and they drop kick him and double in the head, and they're both up.
You see there's not much fat, not much size to Matt Grant's body. Well, that is due to a strict diet. He is lean, mean, gluten-free machine out there, my friend.
I'm aware of that. Poppy, you saw Arrow go up and over, and him and Grant hit the floor, and Arrow the first one to get up. You've seen Arrow. You've seen the high-risk competitiveness. Who has the upper hand between Arrow and Grant?
Well, Matt Grant may have the experience, however, Tyler Arrow can definitely fly higher than Matt Grant, that's for sure.
We have 10 punch on chairs, and we have a shot to the gut. You know, as much as I haven't been a fan of Empire in the past months, we just saw a hip toss by Matt Grant of Arrow in the chairs. I have to give it to these two gentlemen. They are starting to impress me, and they impress me more every time. You see, referee Old School is the official here to officiate this contest, and Grant just whips Arrow back in the ring.
Again, that is competitive experience. Matt Grant not only knows the ring inside and out, but he knows the rule book from his experience as a referee as well. He knows every rule there is and how to play around it.
Oh, nice double team move by the Empire.
This is vintage classic Empire right here.
So, Mr. Purple Rain, you have been around Matt Grant and seen Matt Grant compete both in a ring as a wrestler and objectify the rules as an official.
I see that he can use that as to his advantage. He's taking on his experience of being a referee, and now he can utilize it as a talent in the ring.
Now we've got JT Kirk with Tyler Arrow. There is a bit of a height advantage there for Kirk, and he guts Arrow on the top rope.
There's a blind tag by Matt Grant.
Oh, look at that. Some version of a senton leading to a near fall. You know what? This guy used to be called the undeniable underdog. Now he's just an undeniable piece of shit.
I can definitely agree with that there.
I will disagree. I say he's an undeniable talent.
Oh, he's definitely an undeniable talent, but since he realigned with his brother, who he was feuding with over a championship some years ago called the Death Proof Youngblood Championship, he's turned into an undeniable piece of shit.
Hey, sometimes, having that little bit of an edge, a little bit of a beautiful running shooting star, having that little bit of an attitude that Matt Grant has can take you further in this business than smiling politely all the time.
Yes, but it's kissing babies and, signing autographs to get you paid.
I ain't kissing no baby.
Well, you don't like children.
No, I hate them.
Nice knee by Mike Forte to Matt Grant. Tyler Arrow with a moonsault off of the back of Forte.
Just pulling that one out of the quiver.
They don't teach you that at the Storm Wrestling Academy.
If I can be serious for a moment, this match is far surpassing anyone's expectations.
Oh, I was ready to get out of my wheelchair and salute the flag for Canada there for a second.
That'd be the day.
Right? And we're seeing this type of helicopter spin, trying to dizzy Matt Grant, and scoop slam. What are the effects of being helicoptered by your opponent?
Well, of course, there's losing your equilibrium, you're losing your balance, your ring positioning even.
Poppy, you ever been airplane spun?
Yes, I have, and it's not a good feeling, especially when you hit the ground right after that and being really dizzy.
Well, and that's the chest of Matt Grant being caved in by a chop of Mike Forte. Have you ever been on the receiving end of a chop there, Prince?
No, but I've given a few myself, so I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of those kind of chops.
Mike Forte, Matt Grant, who's the better competitor?
With the experience, I would give it to Matt Grant. However, due to the size advantage, I'd want to give it to Forte.
And JT Kirk is in, which levels the thing. And there's a boot to the face, and you tell JT Kirk is giving Tyler Arrow, the once over.
Mike Forte can now tell exactly where JT bought his boots by taste.
And he just got booted in the face, and that led to an air ball. Now he's raining shots down on the head of Michael Forte. If we're not careful, the air will be let out of the Forte.
Prince, you could say that he was purple raining down shots. As he just shakes his head at me.
The chops by Kurt. You heard that one there, Prince.
Oh, I heard that one. That hurt me.
His nipple's probably back in Calgary after that.
You know, neither one of these men is John Cena.
So I guess that means you can't see them?
Correct.
Here we go.
Nice. Tilt-a-whirl heads into the takeover. And it looks like Kirk has rolled out. But he allowed Forte to get to his corner, which is never a good idea. Double team maneuver. Whip in, arrow up and over, and then a clothesline by Forte. And a shot to the face.
Jumping enziguri kick followed by a running shoulder tackle.
Well, that is a unique move, eh, Pop?
That was very impressive.
Wheelbarrow cutter. 2 count, and Matt Grant has to make the save.
Wisely at that, Matt saw that victory roll cutter come through and knew that he had to make the save for his team here.
Arrow and Forte standing strong. Kirk gets Arrow from behind him. You can hear these shots raining down on this man. Irish whip, reverse. Catch, wheelbarrow.
With a stomp!
Wheelbarrow curb stomp.
That's gotta be it. No!
Hey, if Tyler Arrow's got one thing, it's guts and testological fortitude. Testicular fortitude, sorry.
You're saying he's got balls and guts.
In plain English, yes. I was trying to like make the lead,
Oh, okay.
but clearly I do not have that ability.
Stay out of my edibles next time then, Josh.
Oh, damn it. And Old School trying to admonish her law in this match. Forte up, Kirk with shots.
I'll say it again, Old School's looking dapper with that goatee.
Back to the corner. Charge in and nobody's home. And there's chops by Mr. Arrow. Or Nick the Kid, whatever the hell you want to call him these days.
Bringing him to the high rent district.
You know, very tough. He's got his crotch in JT Kirk's face. Oh, and that will not help. That will not help the family jewels. And as a person that's probably been kicked in the balls or hitting the balls once in his life, how does that feel?
Ooh, all I can see is ouch.
If you saw there, Mr. Arrow landed on his junk.
And then the back of his head.
And then the back of his head. What's worse, landing on your junk or smacking the back of your dome?
Ooh. Either way, you're looking at ouch.
I personally would rather smack the back of my head. That way, maybe there's a chance I don't remember it. You always remember a hit to the balls.
Oh, did you hear that kendo stick shot?
Well, I didn't see what happened. I thought someone got chopped. What's going on?
JT Kirk in his famous kendo stick getting involved again, but it only gets a near fall.
You can see the frustration on both half of Empire.
You know, for someone like compared to all three of us, these 4 men are just kids.
Yeah, with Matthew Grant looking like the youngest.
And Matt Grant, I think, may be the youngest. Up to the middle rope. Moonsault.
Whoa!
A version of Chris Daniels' BME, best moonsault ever.
Into a moonsault press.
You know, I don't know if that was as good as the BME, but it was definitely a really good moonsault. Poppy, you see Forte trying to pump up the crowd, running around to get back to his corner. Both these men are getting back to a vertical base. The hot tags remain. And Michael Forte is running through that shit stain on life, Matt Grant.
You know, one of these days he's going to come after you for slander.
Yeah, I pay him.
Forte's got him up, though, with a buckle bomb.
Buckle bomb, very nicely executed. Oh, that is a different combination, eh, Poppy?
Oh yes.
Almost a version of chasing the dragon into a Yushi-Goroshi neckbreaker.
Chasing the dragon into a Yuji Hiroshi neckbreaker. Wow. Someone's watching Mid New Japan.
Always.
Roll up.
Yes!
And you know what?
Experience!
As much as I'm not a huge fan of the Empire, I will
Empire.
hand it to...
There is no V. It is just Empire.
I stand corrected. Empire. I will hand him this victory. Poppy handicapped this match and why Empire came out on top.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, Empire does have the experience, so they're going to keep continuing to show why they're the more dominant tag team versus teams like Airstrike, who have very little experience teaming together.
So, Poppy, who do you think stole the CPW Tag Team Championships?
Who knows? There's so many names you can put the blame on, but one particular name I could see. I think you also have a personal vendetta with. For some reason, I would point my finger towards Bill Chase.
Aha! That no longer championship committee member Bill Chase. Well, suspended championship committee member Bill Chase. And they're standing tall, raising their Hamilton Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships to the crowd and making their Empire sign.
Little frustration, perhaps, between Airstrike.
Possible. Frustration is always a bad thing, though. But they look like they're on the same page, and they fought a hard match.
I look forward to seeing more of these two in the future.
I can guarantee that you will. For Jay and Purple Rain, as Josh Reynolds was saying, till next time,
Stay sick.